Crabbit, another Frankenrhyme adventure. Through Frank's open window a paper plane flew, landing between his paint pots and glue. Scribbled in red ink all over the wings was Stein's dire message of terrible things. The river's a nightmare, the beach is a mess, the reef's a disaster, and I'm in distress. Quick as a flash, Frank gathered his things and jumped out the window as if he had wings. A high five with Stein and off they both ran, discussing the problem and starting to plan. Something aquatic, Frank quickly surmised. With a keen sense of smell, Stein smartly replied. Into their workshop they blew like the wind, grabbing old toys that someone had binned. An old plastic crab, one claw still on, and a dog-chewed rabbit whose legs were all gone. Made with style and skill, as was their habit, a sight to behold was Frank and Stein's Crabbit. A little bit weird, a little bit freaky, this creature looked strange and a little bit cheeky. Stein sprinkled pixie dust over its head, and Frank spoke the magic words, "Do not be dead." It trembled and shuddered, it twitched and it jerked. When its claw started snapping, they knew the spell worked. I, Crabbit, am both cunning and wise, well versed in the law and the art of disguise. Litterbugs must be taught a sharp lesson, and I have my ways to gain a confession. Crikey, scoffed Stein, she's a crabby old thing. Hair-raising, I'd say, joked Frank with some zing. Down to the beach they quickly descended. Their eyes were assaulted, affronted, offended. Polystyrene balls were littered around, stuck to the seagulls, the rocks and the ground. Crabbit sniffed the air, then pointed a claw at an old blue beanbag washed up on the shore. Worn thin by the ocean and bleached by the sun, its stitching was failing, its zip was undone. Through a hole in its side, Crabbit poked a sharp claw. The yelp it evoked made her quickly withdraw. The bag started kicking with a whole lot of zeal, and with a flurry of balls, out popped a young seal. Crabbit spoke sternly, snapping her claws. Haven't you seals heard of littering laws? Look at the river, the beach and the reef. Her ears sagged so sadly, in her face disbelief. I'm sorry, moaned Seal with a frown. I'm lost and scared and new to this town. Crabbit scuttled closer, her nose twitching fast. Her face now thoughtful, no longer aghast. See the big lighthouse at the end of the beach? There's hundreds of seals there just within reach. But first you must clean up the sand and the kelp. But don't be disheartened, we're happy to help. Seal barked quite sweetly, her relief very plain. Thanks for your help, I won't do it again. Just a sealy mistake, Stein said with a grin. Could have been worse, Frank quickly chimed in. So the mystery was solved, the beach safe to inhabit, thanks to Frank and Stein and of course crafty Crabbit. Back in the workshop, Frank sighed with relief. To think a lost seal could cause us such grief. Not really her fault, Stein quickly replied. Cold and alone, I would have cried. Crabbit smiled and gave them a wink, a toy once more before they could blink. The end.